right, week 10 recap. Let's get into it.
Now let's go.
All right, starting off this week, we had the battle between the two second placers in the NFC South, the Panthers and the Falcons. This game was just another example of Jeff Bezos getting scammed out of his money. This game was miserable to watch. Marcus Mariota looked bad. PJ Walker looked bad. These look like two of the worst starting quarterbacks in the league duking it out. And it was a unenjoyable game to watch, honestly. I didn't actually watch the game. I just watched the highlights. But yeah, Panthers have told us they are a very effective running game, even without CMC. And yeah, they're gonna need to rely a lot of that if they're gonna even want to have it. Actually, no. What am I saying? There's no chance to make the playoffs. In terms of the Falcons, and a team that we thought might have the NFC South on lock, now is just letting it get out of their hands, and I don't see a way that they win it. Well, congrats Panthers on the win. The next game that got played wasn't even in America, it was in Germany, and this was between the Seahawks and the Bucks. I heard a lot of good stuff about this game. I watched it actually, but I heard like the fans were like amazing and people loved it. And I hope that they bring back these, and they hope they continue these international games. 9:30 football is kind of nice, honestly, because I'm usually up by then. But besides that, this game, why do we ever count out the Bucks? Why? 'Cause they're just gonna come back and they're gonna beat Geno Smith and they're gonna ruin what could have been his legacy game. He was gonna make amazing comeback, but of course, Tom Brady wouldn't let him do it. Also, Julio Jones had a really good game this game. Well, not really good, but he had a pretty good game. The Bucks' run defense is back. Kenneth Walker did nothing against them, and I think that's part of the reason the Seahawks struggled. They couldn't establish a run game. Their offense became very one-dimensional, and who knows? Maybe Geno wasn't as good as we thought he was. I still think he's gonna be fine though. I think the Seahawks team's going to be fine, and I think the shows the Bucks are just going to walk away with the NFC South relatively easily. I don't know what we live in, but somehow the Lions-Bears was a thriller of a game. I don't understand Chicago. How was Justin Fields playing the best football of his life? It's like the last time we've had a good quarterback in so long, and you guys still aren't winning. Like, this can't be happening. You're wasting the best games you can get out of Justin Fields this season by losing them. The defense is playing horrible. Well, yes. But I'm not going to blame it all. There was a little bit of ref ball with the hands to the face call. But also, Justin Fields did make a awful pick six to Jeff Okuda. I still think there's stuff that Justin Fields has to work on, but he is looking to be really good and a threat to this league. Chicago, you're not going to compete this year, but next year, watch out. And congrats, Lions, on winning back-to-back games, winning your first road game in 2 years. This franchise is poverty. All right, let's just get this game over with. Broncos on Titans. I think the people there didn't even want to be there, honestly. This game was boring. And the problem with the Denver Broncos is that they're not like a bad team like Houston, where you can watch your team score on them. They have a good defense. And that's part of the reason why they're so unwatchable. Because their defense is elite. It is most likely top 5 in the league. Patrick Surtain's amazing. Everything about this defense is so good. They don't allow points. But your problem is, your offense doesn't score points. 10 points? That's a lot for you guys. It looked like you guys were going to score 20 points this game, which would have been the second most you would have scored this year. This team is so infuriating to watch, and they should be good, but they aren't. And that's the problem. And on the other side, the Titans, honestly, there's a lot of injuries on your defense, and you still shut down the Broncos, which I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, it's concerning that if Derrick Henry gets stopped, your offense is nothing. You have nothing on your offense. And that's concerning come playoff time, because if you play strong run defense, Dolphins, then you're going to be in big trouble, because you're going to have to be forced to pass the ball. You're going to be stuck in third and long, so you don't want to be in. Your receiving core is not that great. But your defense can keep you in games, as it's shown, especially against that Chiefs game. So yeah, we're going to have to see how the season continues going for Tennessee. Denver, your season's over. Fire hack it. What was this? Oh my goodness. I can't even explain it. The Vikings-Bills game was insane. What was this? Justin Jefferson is him. He is unbelievably good. He won the Vikings this game. He was insane. I don't know how he comes down with that catch. How? How does he do it? Also, but on the other side, Buffalo, you really need a run game. Because part of your problem in this game, you had a 17-point lead. You could not waste clock. Because you could not run the ball. Josh Allen is probably the most effective runner on your team, and that's not a good thing. They really, really need a run game. But congrats to Minnesota. You guys deserve this win. You guys came out. You guys played a hard game. And you guys won this game. You guys deserved it. Thank you, Minnesota. Miami first place in the division. Next we have Dolphins Browns. I mean, what can I say? They scored on the first drive. So what? So what? We said. That's the mentality Miami went into. They scored. Okay, we're gonna put up 24 unanswered on you guys. We looked like the better team in this game against Cleveland. And it's not saying much. It is the Browns. But this is a game I've been waiting for Miami to have. A game where they play well on both offense and defense. They did it. Good job, Dolphins. This continues to show why we are one of the best teams in the league. Let's continue on. We are now first in the division. We have a great win under our belt. Let's finish the season off strong. Let's go to the playoffs. Let's try to win this division now. What looked like an impossible task is now within reach. Let's go. Fins up, baby. There's certain games that no one cares about, and this is just an example of one of them. Texans, Giants. I don't even know if Giants fans cared about this game. I mean, the Texans are just a punching bag for every team in the league not named the Jacksonville Jaguars. And even though it looked close, the Giants, I don't even think Giants fans were in the fear of ever losing this game, to be honest. Every time the Texans got in the red zone, Davis Mills threw a pick or they had some mistake. It was a field goal contest for the most part, but the only thing that really concerns me is the Giants offense struggles to move the ball down the field. But yeah, they are 7-2 and probably the worst 7-2 team of all time. I mean, congrats, I guess. And Houston, just keep on taking. Hold in there. You guys will have Bryce Young in no time. I mean, this game had the result that you expected. Jacksonville might recover the onside kick on the first play of the game, but that doesn't matter. They're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. They were never going to win this game. Kansas City is a better team than them. Kansas City is a good team. Jacksonville is an improving team. But Jacksonville still isn't a good team. Chiefs are a great team. And I don't know what else to say. Takeaways from this game: Chiefs are good. Jags, keep looking up. Trevor Lawrence looked good this game. So hopefully that he can develop. ETN can continue to look good. And Chiefs, have fun sitting in first in the AFC. I mean, like, two bad teams playing each other. Like, no one expected this to be a good game, and it wasn't. Andy Dalton is not good. Kenny Pickett, not good. At this point, I'd just say put Taysom Hill at QB. Would help a lot of fantasy teams. And Dennis Allen, your head coaching career is basically over. Make someone happy. So, yeah. I mean, I just can't take this team seriously anymore. Neither one of these teams can be taken seriously. They are not serious teams and not serious situations. The Saints are an absolute dumpster fire, though. So much cap. They are negative $80 million below the cap, I believe. They don't have a first-round pick. They're about to give the Eagles, an already really good team, a top 5 pick. So, yeah. Congrats, Pittsburgh. Congrats, Mike Tomlin, beating every team except for the team you've coached. Congrats on that milestone, I guess. Just a friendly reminder, Raiders fans. This is what Jeff Saturday said just a few weeks ago before getting a job in Indy. Just so we all agree, Colt McCoy and John Wolfrig, no one cared about, no one watched, so I can just put Call of Duty clips to honor Kyler Murray and him not playing this game. Alright, cool. Alright, enough messing around. Let's talk about a real game that happened between the Packers and the Cowboys. This game was such a Cowboys game to lose. I almost picked them to lose this game too, and I am upset I didn't. This was the most Cowboys game to lose. You're favored in a game, but you're against a good defense with a bad offense. You lost to Denver last year, and they lose to Green Bay this year. Before this game, Dallas was actually 195-0, in games where they led by at least 14 in the fourth quarter. But of course, Mike McCarthy had to pay back for his times in Green Bay, where he wasted so many good teams by helping Green Bay get a win. For the first time ever, actually. That's crazy. So, yeah. Congrats, Green Bay. You basically have saved your season. Congrats on the OT dub. And Christian Watson Offensive Rookie of the Year campaign starts now. Well, this sure was a game, and it existed. And that's the best way to put this game. Very boring, very between two teams that have so much potential, but they're so injured right now. So I don't even know like how to evaluate this game. I think the Chargers are just not as good as we thought they'd be, honestly, and I think the Niners are still very much threats in the NFC. They just need to get healthy. So once they get healthy come playoff time, I think they could be a serious threat and make a serious playoff push. Well, 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 look who finally got beaten. The Philadelphia Eagles take their first L of the year. That's crazy. I will admit there was a little bit of ref ball. I hear a lot about the roughing the passer call, but I kind of see where they're coming from. Taylor Heineke went down, and they still went after him. And yes, the face mask call was pretty bad. But you still need to win this game, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins had that costly fumble on what would have been a 50-yard play. And overall, you guys played some really sloppy football. Taylor Heineke didn't do anything special. Honestly, the defense played relatively well. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson were held to less than 4 yards a carry. And Taylor Heineke had no touchdowns, one pick. Defense played well. The offense just kind of struggled in the second half. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. I'm not really too worried about Philadelphia. It's one bad game. Every team has them. Well, I hope you all liked the video. Tell me if you like the new style of videos, by the way, because I will definitely continue doing them. I much prefer those over the other styles. So I'm perfectly fine with it. They do take longer to make. So maybe I won't be able to get videos out before Thursday night, like today. Packers winning, by the way. But yeah, I hope you all have a nice day. Please like, subscribe, and notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.